Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. The three knocks down the long J.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Satoransky outside. Pass to Fall. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Vezinkov. No good from outside. There's a screen. Offensive rebound. Lets it go from deep. Here's Fall. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Oh, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Here's Vezinkov. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Parker. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Fournier with the bucket.
When you make a three on him, Fournier wants a little payback, and he gets it.
Here's Parker. Satoransky outside. Clock at 6. Fade away. Here's Fall. Drains the triple.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. When I asked about guarding the big man, Domantas Sabonis, he told me his versatility is really tremendous. I told our guys to be aware of not just his scoring ability, but to clog up any passing lanes they see, because he can really move the ball too. It's going to take a total team effort from us. Let's see how things play out.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Out left to the wing. Let's go with a three. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 6.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's Vezinkov. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. From deep, Sarr. A minute 31 left in the first. Fires the three. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
Yeah, they've done quality work on the offensive glass.
They set the screen to the left wing. Here's Fournier. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fournier's got 5 now.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter here. Second chance effort. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Pass to Fall. Here's Papanikolaou. Here's Vezinkov. Second shot opportunity, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Fournier for 3. It's hauled in by Fall. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Got a piece of it. And so the ball out of bounds. Fournier touched it last. three. Unable to get that one.
Video review under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
It's hand in time. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
Offense is coming free and easy as hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Dorsey. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Pass to Anderson. Takes a three. Sinks it from distance. Anderson's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Three-pointer. Drops in the three.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
There's a screen. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Away team ball.
Quarter two and about 2 minutes in. Here's Evans. No points yet. He buries it from three.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Launches a three. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Here's Peters. 4-3. Goes back up. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First one falls for him. That too. He's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Both shots good from the strike.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
On Monday and on Wednesday. Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Evans connects from downtown. Evans has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Fires the three. That's no good. He's 0 for 4. They're looking to extend this run some more.
Yeah, they're operating very efficiently at the moment.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Tries again. Anderson pulls it down. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
There's a screen. Here's Peters from behind the arc. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Personal foul.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
Outside, Anderson. Fires from deep. He can't get that one to fall.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Dorsey. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. It's intercepted. It's stolen. The three is up. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Stolen. Buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
But you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Here's Evans. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Down low. Here's Vesely. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Pass to Dorsey. To stop the run. The shot off that time. From deep. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Up by 12. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
With All-Star Week,
a lot of high flyers on this list. I've seen what they can do in game. Curious to see what they can do on the big stage when the lights are bright.
and let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the home team. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. The visitors with the ball, down by 12. We've got Sarr, and it's Fall in at the center position. Fournier for three. Pure from three-point range. Fournier's got his third bucket of the night.
Evan Fournier has proven over and over, you better get a hand up and contest from three, or he will make you pay.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Vezenkov. The three ball. Gets the three to fall. Vezenkov's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And there's the screen. Hits the trifecta. 14 points for him.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
The shot by Fournier, no good. Satoransky outside. Pass to Sarr. Back to Satoransky. From downtown. It's hauled in by Fall. Puts up a deep three. Kept alive. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
leads back. And they pick up 2.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Covered by Sadaransky. Here's Vezenkov. Cash money on the open jump shot. Vezenkov's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Vezenkov's got 11 points.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. The rebound by Vezenkov.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Papanikolaou. There's the 3. The shot misses. It's a 4-point ball game. Parker outside. Pass to Fall. Here's Sadaransky. Nails it from 3. 6 points for him.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's Papanikolaou. Back to Fournier. Launches it. Not going to go that time. Sadaransky with it. Picked up by Fournier. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. 19 points in the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
No one covering. Sarr's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Pass to Vezenkov. Stolen by Parker. Lets it go from deep. On target from range.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Vezenkov. They can't stop the run with that one.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul, first team foul.
The first one falls. Both teams deciding to change it up. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Evans. He has 6. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 18. And we're coming right back after this break to get the... Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Evans is gone just 2 of 7 from the floor here. Three-pointer, no good. Off target from outside. All by himself. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Vesely, 6 to shoot. Anderson for 3. That one no good. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
From downtown, misses again. Just 4 for 10 from the floor. Here's Peters. They set the screen. They get it back to the left side wing. Jacks up a 3, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Pass to Evans, clock at 6. This one for 3. Drops in the 3s.
3 points.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 27 points for him.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
To the wing, right side. The 3. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Lets the 3 fly. Knocks it down from distance. Evans has got 9 points now in the second half.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Dorsey. Launches it. Excellent D there from Parker.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Misses from the corner. Here's Peters. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Peters has gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Fall. A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Satoransky. Pure from three-point range.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
The 3 is up. He can't get it to go.
When you're not in rhythm with the free ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Here's Evans, covered by Satoransky. For 3. And Parker pulls it down. Parker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the three-pointer goes.
When you see the score and how much time is left, you realize this game is just about over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
Peters, 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. And he sinks the second. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. So it's the home team now. They led by as many as 18. Fires from way outside. No good that time. Here's Evans. Fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by Fall.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely...
Oh! Look at that range!
Oh, what an incredible shot.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot by Evans, no good. Well, Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
in this game. They appeared happy to be playing at home.
Visiting team.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Lets the three fly, and he's good on the three ball.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Out to Parker. Fires from deep. Cans it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
From the arc. Fall with the rebound. Strong. The pass to Sadorowski. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Song. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Pass to Edwards. Here's De Silva. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Parker, right side. From deep. Nailed from three-point land. He has 6.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Back to Edwards. Pulls up. Rebound by Parker.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Sadorowski kicks to Parker. Three-pointers. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Pass to De Silva. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that could change, though, at any moment.
It's good from long range.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Oh, that's a real nice-looking deep 3-ball there.
1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Sadorowski finds Parker. Now Sar. Pass to Sadorowski. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Off target with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It's Parker outside. De Silva with the rebound. There's the triple. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 9.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Fall. To the wing right side. Parker with no one around. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Edwards against Sadorowski. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Off the left rim and out.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Traps in the tray.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
They set the screen. Good on the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And the home team has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Provitola passes to Vesely. And here's Anderson. A three-pointer off the mark. Money from the wing. Here's Provitola. Great look there, but off target.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 5.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Deep 2 from Anderson. Gets an open look and hits.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Giffey drills the three-pointer.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Stripped it away. Stolen by Vesely. Pass to Abrinas. Stops. Pops. 2 points. That one goes.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. They get it again. And now the fast break. Anderson with the ball. Here's Abrinas. Back to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. Booker pulls it in. A tight game here in Cleveland. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Abrinas kicks to Vesely. Pass to Medu. This one for 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Takes the 3. Abrinas with a rebound. Stolen away. Launches the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
1:56 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Medu. Here's the break. There's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 8.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Abrinas the pass to Provitola. Back to Abrinas. Doesn't go for him. And they're moving it up. Lobbed up there for Booker.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Abrinas with the bucket. Abrinas has got 5 points so far.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Inside, intercepted. Pass to Laprovitola. Going inside. Lets it go from deep. Abrinas' shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Just 5 on the clock. Tries the spin move. Oh, good with the triple. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Launches it. Booker pulls it in. Giffey. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
With the score,
Up by 6. And will return shortly.
33.
Take a look at the home team. They've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a hot.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the visiting team.
The pace of this.
Thank you for being with us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've got Sederansky, Parker out there with Fall. Then it's Czar. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. From downtown. Good on the three-point shot. 18 points for him.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. De Silva.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Sederansky. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Sederansky's got his first 3 points of the game.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Edwards, the bounce pass. Lucic hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
Fades away. Pass to De Silva. Puts up a three. Can't get it to go. Now 6 of 12 from the floor. Sederansky looking around. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Sederansky's got 6 in the quarter.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3 points.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's are going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Launches a three. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range. Satoransky's got 9 points now in just the second half. And here's Edwards from the arc. Fall with the rebound. Edwards gone 1 of 3 on the night. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. One-on-one fast break.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Parker's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. A 3-ball. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 5 rebounds tonight. Misses the 3. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Satoransky, the pass to Fall. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Got that bucket in no time at all. Edwards got 6.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points. Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Launches it from deep. It's not going to go for him.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
And no good that time.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Puts up a deep 3. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 12. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get...
Come on, fans.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And the home team has possession. Medu is out there with Anderson. And it's Lapro Vitola in at the point. Here's Abrinas. And the 3 off target.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Offline with his 3. Pull-up jumper. Buries the jump shot.
Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
Off target from 3-point range.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Justin Anderson.
Anderson's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Booker outside. He tries for 3. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Out to the right wing. They set the pick. Giffey. And the 3-ball is good.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Abrinas' shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Giffey drills it from outside.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And here's Anderson from the arc. Trains the 3-pointer.
How about gluing from long range, just going at each other.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Giffey. Stolen by Vesely. Here's Abrinas. Pass to Medu. Here's Laprovitola, defended by Booker. It's Abrinas top the key. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Fires away from way outside. Abrinas with a rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pass to Laprovitola. The three-pointer is right on target. Provitola's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
The rebound by Anderson.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Abrinas' shot is off.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, my goodness!
Okay, that's just insane.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Anderson right side. Here's Laprovitola, defended by Booker. Shots good by Laprovitola. Provitola's got 6 points in the quarter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Rob. And here's the fast break. From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some.
What a tremendous ability to hit from so far out. That's a big-time three.
34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Booker. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing.
Here's Laprovitola. No good on the three.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A narrow win under...
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Let's go with a three. Fires in the triple.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Inside. Drills it from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Fournier. Here's Papanikolaou. Fires it. Good as the jump shot falls. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. The three. The rebound by Vezenkov. Beyond the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Away team foul. Number 7. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Fournier for three. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead, they're going to have to settle for the tie.
Back to Edwards. 4-3. Fournier with some nice D. Here's Vezenkov. Wide open. They grab their own miss. Takes the three. De Silva with the rebound.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Good on the shot.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Now here's Fournier. Defense right on him. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Right wing. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Edwards. Out to the right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Ooh, stolen by Fournier. Here's Vezenkov. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
That shot wide open. He's got 6.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
Here's Papanikolaou. Here's the pick. Here's the three. Back to Fournier. Takes a three. That shot missing.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Home team foul. Papanikolaou. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Edwards. No points so far. Cans it with nobody near him.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Ooh, it's stolen away. Three-pointer. The shot no good. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Pass to Vezenkov. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Drains the triple.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
There's 21 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's De Silva. He drops it from range. Here's Vezenkov. 6 points for him. Fires from deep. That shot, no good. With 1 on the clock. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And that concludes the first quarter of play. They're up 7. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Here's Evans. From behind the arc. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. There's the triple. He buries it from 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
To the middle. Here's Dorsey to the inside. Here's Peters. And Booker pulls it down. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. And the first shot of the night for him. Missing.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
They set the pick. Here's Dorsey. They get it again. Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
From deep three-point land. No good on the shot. Here's Evans. Connects from downtown. Evans has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Evans has gone 1 for 2 from deep. The 3 ball. Launches a 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Dorsey. Here's Evans. He's guarded by Napier. From the arc. The shot by Evans, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the paint. And Booker with the jam.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Evans, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
There's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Here's Peters. Still no points. Off target with the 3.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. From outside, off the mark. Here's Dorsey. Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance. Dorsey's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Fires the 3. He can't hit that time. Here's Evans. Booker defending. Evans, that's good. Evans has got 8 here in this quarter.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Hits a three-pointer. Evans has got 11 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Buries it from 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Puts up a 3. His shot no good. And the first half now in the books. Up by 10. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Away team, 35.
Well, they're getting up a lot of threes, but the percentages are not the best.
Yeah, that defense can live with them shooting in the... All right, fellas. That does it for half.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Edwards against Fournier. Edwards looking it over. Off the mark there with a 3. Edwards gone 1 for 4 from the field. Fournier for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Fournier's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Quite honestly, Fournier just has a good basketball IQ, a high basketball IQ. Knowing even before he gets the pass that he's got time and space to shoot.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Away team foul. Da Silva. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Papanikolaou. The three-pointer off the mark. Outside Edwards. Over Fournier. Back to Edwards. Fires for 3. Knocks down the long J. He's got 9.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Vizenkov. Pulls it. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Here's Papanikolaou. There's a screen. Can they get it? Sinks the tray. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Out to the right wing. Outside Edwards. Ooh, stolen by Fournier. And they're running. Finished off the break.
Also, plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Over to the left wing. Here's Vizenkov. Counted from distance. Vizenkov's got 9 points.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Pass to Edwards. They set the pick. From deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist total, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock, the three ball, and his fifth make of the game in 12 attempts.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Vesenkov's gone 5 of 12 shooting from the floor. The fader. The rebound by Vesenkov.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Launches it. The shot comes out. It's a neck-and-neck game in Chicago. Off target from outside. Outside Fournier. Fires the three. It's not going to go for him.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. A deep three. The long-distance three is buried. 15 points in the game.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Here's Vesenkov. He's got 15 from the arc. They get the rebound. Pass to Fournier. 1 second left. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They set a pick. Fires for three. That one is off.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Now here's Napier. And that one comes up a bit short.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Napier. No good from outside. Napier's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. The shot by Evans, no good. And they're on the break. Let's go with a three. Oh, he touched it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference.
Checking in for the away team, number 10, Ivan Arthur.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. The three is up. No, 4 for 9 from the floor now. Outside Booker, the three is up. That shot off the mark. It's tipped. Pass to Dorsey. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Just over 1.5 minutes played here in the fourth. Gets the three ball to go.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Peters. There's the triple. The shot won't fall. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Oh, and he missed the J after tricking the D with a nifty pass fake. Fires from deep. And no good. Outside Booker. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Drops one in from the wing.
The ideal pass for that situation. Great instincts.
Here's Evans. From outside, off the mark.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
5 on the clock. Pass to Booker. Takes a three. Can't hit that one. Here's Peters. Booker defending. Knocks down the triple.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. The three. Sinks the tray.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Here's Evans. .119 left in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
That one drops for him. There's 39 seconds left in the final quarter. No good on the three.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
The visiting club takes the win on the road.
That's the
Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really...
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Sederansky, Sarr out there with Parker, and it's Fall in at the 5 spot. A shot by Papa Nicolau, no good. The 3. Sarr's shot is off. Here's Vezenkov. Sederansky covering. That one's good. Vezenkov.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
There's the pick. Fires from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Vezenkov's got 6 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Sederansky. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Fournier passes to Fall. Outside Fournier. Here's Vezenkov. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And doing some dirty work. on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Here's Papanikolaou. Jacks up a three. It's Fournier on the wing. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
No hesitation from Evan Fournier.
Pass to Parker. There's the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Parker's got his second bucket tonight.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Here's Vezenkov, covered by Parker. And it's Vezenkov missing. He's guarded by Fournier. Takes the three. Pass to Satoransky. Lets the three fly. Here's Sarr. Fall passes to Sarr. From deep. Connects from three-point range.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
Here's Papanikolaou. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. Fires away from outside. No good on that one. And here's Fournier. Pass to Fall to the paint. Great pass to set up the way-in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Of course, John Morant's name first and foremost, so I asked him about the strategy. He said try to plug every defensive hole we see. I know if we give Morant any space, he'll try and slice right through us, so we can't have any cracks in the armor. A tall order for the defense against the unstoppable Morant. Back to you.
Thank you, David. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
From outside the arc. Fall with the rebound. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. To the middle. Out to Parker. Out to the wing. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. Drops in the tray. Satoransky's got 6.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And it's Vezenkov missing.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc. And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Drills it from outside.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Up by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around. Lots of hands were touching it.
Anderson is out there with Medu, and it's Lapro Vitola in at the point. It's intercepted. Here's Dorsey, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Dorsey's got his first basket of the night.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
They swipe it. Picked off in midair. Here we go, all alone. Here's Abrinas. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
3 points.
Abrinas has got himself on the board with 3 there. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Fast break, here they come. They set the pick. Provitola passes to Medu. Left side Anderson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Anderson passes to Vesely. Here's Provitola. Lets it go with the 3. That shot, no good. Here's Peters. No scoring in this one. Offensive rebound. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Abrinas. Pass to Vesely. For 3. Abrinas' shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here's Evans outside. Abrinas with a rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Peters. Rebound by Vesely. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining.
Down low.
2 minutes.
And then Vesely with the dunk. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Pass to Dorsey. There's a good screen. It's good from long range. Dorsey's got 5. Anderson right side. Here's Medu. The tray. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Dorsey. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Dorsey's got 8 here in the quarter.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Provitola. Off target from outside.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Peters. Abrinas with a rebound.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Fires the 3. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Evans feeling it out a bit. And a miss there on the triple. Evans has gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Vesely passes to Provitola. Here's Abrinas. And it's off from 3-point range.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Dorsey. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They're up by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
Take a look at the home team. A tall order for them in this one. Looking to steal a win from a very good team. On paper, it's...
If I could highlight one area where they should spend more time, actually it's already painted. Get into the post, take easier shots.
Sounds like that'll do it for our show.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall into the pivot spot, manning the middle. Rebounded by Papanikolaou.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Parker out there with Song. And it's Satoransky in at the 1. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Satoransky's got 9 points. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
He lobs it up. It's stolen. And they're pushing it up. Screened by Parker. Shoots from the high post. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Vezenkov's got 4 rebounds in this game. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. The 3. That shot misses. Vezenkov's gone 4 of 10 here. Has 6 misses. Fires for 3. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Vezenkov's got 5 rebounds tonight. For 3, Fournier. Good on the triple. 5 points in the game.
There's a reason why Fournier takes a ton of threes. He's pretty good at it.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
From deep 3-point land, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Here's Satoransky. 9 points in the game so far. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound.
Away team foul. Cody, first personal foul. First team foul.
Fournier for 3. Rebound by Parker. Here's the break. Nails the open triple off the fast break.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on 1 of them.
Here's Papanikolaou. Offensive rebound. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Didn't think that was going to go in.
Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Pass to Vezenkov.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
This one for 3. That's his 7th miss in 12 shot attempts. He's guarded by Fournier. 1:43 left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. And no good.
And a nice job of utilizing his body to get around the defender, but that's just a tough one to knock down consistently.
Pass to Fall. Rebound by Parker. Unloads. 1:04 left to play in the third. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Papanikolaou. Cranes the 3-pointer. Papanikolaou's got 6.
And this has just been back and forth all game.
Fires the 3. Fall with the rebound.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Fournier's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's the screen. Three-pointer. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside, Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. They're up by 3. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. No problems knocking that one down.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
They've got Anderson, and it's Abrinas in at the shooting guard position.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Here's Dorsey. From outside, off the mark. And here's the fast break. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Deep 2 from Anderson. Provitola passes to Anderson. No good on the triple. Now Dorsey gets the three-pointer to fall.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Shoots from the baseline, and he nails that one right through the net.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
From deep, Evans, and the three ball is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And here's Anderson for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Anderson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The shot by Evans, nobody around. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Baseline jumper. Evans with the steal. From past the arc. The rebound by Anderson.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Abrinas. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much if you don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Evans. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. A shot by Dorsey, no good. Screen by Parker.
2 minutes.
Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 8 rebounds in this game. Evans dishes to Dorsey. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. There's Satoransky. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Abrinas kicks to Satoransky. Parker sets the screen for Satoransky to take the lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul, first team foul.
Good on the first, and that gives them the lead. Sasha Vezenkov's checked in for Peters. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Pass to Vezenkov. Here's Fall. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Stolen by Satoransky. Just 4 to shoot. A three-pointer, no good.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Satoransky. Frames it from downtown.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
To win it. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This win, such a...
Everybody, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Sar, and it's Fall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
No problems knocking that one down.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. He said Ja Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch it. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Hits the trifecta. He has 6.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
From deep three-point land, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Here's De Silva. Parker defending.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Here's Satoransky. Misses the 3. Satoransky's gone 1 for 3 on the night. And here's Edwards outside. Fires in the triple.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Fall. And that misses. That would have put him up. Three-pointer. Jacks up a 3. On target from range.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Drops in the 3. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Edwards. Shoots it from the corner. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. The visitors with the ball. 4-point game.
2 minutes remaining.
Satoransky right side. Down low. Here's Fall. Kicks it out to Parker. The shot. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Edwards for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Edwards got 6. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range. 12 points for him.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
The quick look, no good that time.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Pass to De Silva. Edwards with it. Three-pointer. Offensive board. Intercepted. Lets a three fly. No, he's now 4 for 8 shooting. It's Edwards on the wing. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Fall. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Sarr. Now Parker. The three. Can't get it to drop. And they're on the run. Edwards for three. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
We've got Sarr, and it's Sadaransky in at the point. And there's a pick. This one for three. Gets the three to fall.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Sadaransky. He shoots. No luck on that one.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Anderson covers. From behind the arc. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
This has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
There's the three. Sends it home from three-point land.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Sinks it from distance.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Fires the three. Puts up a three. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Pass to Metu. Outside, Anderson. Three-pointer, no good. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Drains the triple.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's the three. That one doesn't drop. Puts up a deep three. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And Booker with the jam.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
From downtown. No good. 3 for 4 in the game now. They desperately want to stop this run.
Might be time to switch things up. Try a new play call or something.
Anderson for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Anderson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Launches it from deep. Anderson pulls it down. Here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable. And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition chances.
4-3. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. Pass to Booker. Oh, and he missed the J after tricking the D with a nifty pass fake. Anderson passes to Metu. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the half. Takes a turnaround, Jay. Doesn't go for him.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
There's a screen by Metu. And the three-pointer goes. 6 points for him. From deep three-point range. That shot is off. And so we wrap up the first half. They lead by 6. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
And it's time for...
Well, I think for the home team, guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the visiting team. Thanks as always.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pass to De Silva for 3. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
We've got Sarr, and it's Fall in at the 5. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Here's De Silva. There's the triple. Pure from three-point range.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Satoransky. Drills it from deep. Satoransky's got his second basket of the night. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Edwards gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. From deep, Sarr. They get it back. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3. He's got 18.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
And here's Edwards outside. He's off on that one.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
They set the pick. The 3 ball. The shot that time not on target. A tight game here in Utah. Off target with the 3. Guarded by Edwards. Fades away. From downtown. Nails it from 3. 21 points in the game.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor. And
they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Lets it fly. Lets it go from deep. Second chance effort on Tuesday, and then on Saturday.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Pass to De Silva. Shoots. And Parker pulls it down. Parker's got his 4th rebound in this one. And a miss there on the triple. 1:58 left in the 3rd quarter. 4-3. Buries it from 3.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
And good. Coming on the assist by Sadaransky. Parker's got 5 points.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 6. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
First team.
For 3. No good. 3-pointer. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Pass to Sar. Hey, puts up a 3. Here's Sadaransky. Pure from 3-point range. Sadaransky's got 6 points in the quarter.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And Parker pulls it down.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
There's a screen from outside the arc. That shot missing.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Sadaransky outside, takes a 3. That one is off. There's 18 seconds left in the 3rd. Fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got rebound number 7 tonight. The shot off that time. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Leading by 9. Don't go anywhere. 4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Cranes the triple.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
They set a pick. 3-pointer. That shot off the mark.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Anderson gets the bucket.
A dozen consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
Takes the 3. And Metu pulls it down.
Full team foul. Number 22. First personal foul. First team foul.
To tie it up. That one no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J.
0.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. It's Anderson on the wing. Let's go with a 3. And Booker pulls it down. A quick shot there. It's off target. Fires the three. Connects from downtown.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Knocked away. Over to the wing. No good. That would have tied it. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Launches a three. Hits a three-pointer.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
The three is up. And Booker pulls it down.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
No good with the triple. Outside, Anderson. Here's the three. Fires in the triple.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
They set the screen. Yep, right through the net. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now.
2 minutes remaining.
The three is up.
2 minutes.
He's off on that one.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
He can't get that one to fall. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Sinks it from distance. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And that three-pointer is big. Cancels out the triple at the other end and helps stretch out their lead.
And we've got 1:18 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Plenty of space. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. There's 1:12 left to play in the fourth. Launches it. No luck on that one. To tie it up. And Booker pulls it down. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Five to shoot. From deep. Drops in the three. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
And then foul. Trying to extend that game.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Fires away from way outside. No good. And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vezenkov in at the 4. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now here's Edwards. T right on him. Knocks down the 3 ball.
the real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Fournier. There's the pick. Here's the three. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. We talked about tackling the quote-unquote Sabonis problem. Coach said, we want to challenge Sabonis as early and often as possible. We'd rather see him pass the ball than find his own shot, and especially inside. Well, they'll try to battle Sabonis in the paint. We'll see how that works out. Back to you.
Thank you, David. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Vezenkov for the three. It doesn't go for him. And that one is stuffed right through.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Hits the three-point bomb.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Edwards with the screen from the arc. Fall with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Papanikolaou. Here's Vezenkov. That three off the mark. Vezenkov's gone 1 of 3 from the field here.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. For three, Fournier carries the long-range jumper.
Well, Evan Fournier staying on the move and working to get that three-point opportunity. Nicely done.
Launches a three. Hands it from downtown. He's got 6.
Well, the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Puts up a 3. Can't hit that one.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Shoots. That one's good. Vezenkov. Vezenkov's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches. Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
The shot. No good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Got that one up quick.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic. It is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Papanikolaou, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Papanikolaou's got his second bucket of the night. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now Edwards. Nothing on the board. Lucic. His three-pointers off the mark. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
And it's Vezenkov missing. Vezenkov's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Here's De Silva. No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. That one's good. Vezenkov.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Substitution on the court.
12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. From downtown, Peters with the bucket.
Peters, 3.
Here's the screen. Can they get it? Nailed from three-point land.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Leading by a point. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And here's Evans outside. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Takes a 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Beyond the arc. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Good on the second free throw.
3 shots.
And he nails the third. Giffey. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Drills the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter. And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
3rd team foul.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And here's Evans outside. No good that time.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? From downtown, they get it back. Here's Booker, and Booker throws it down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. On deep, Evans. That shot off. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. It's stolen. One-on-one fast break. Puts up a deep 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Inside. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first half. Pass to Dorsey. This one for 3. Booker pulls it in. Pushing it up. 3-pointer. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half-court.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
0. Evans with it. Still scoreless. And looks like the illegal pitch was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Nails the wide-open jump shot. He's got 11.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Shot to stop the run. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Giffey, a three-pointer is right on target.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And it's Evans missing.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Pass to Booker for 3. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Evans outside. Hits it from three-point range. Evans has got 6 here in this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for
7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
Shaq, Ernie, that might be the game of the night.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the home team. Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. There's a screen. Shoots the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
They've got Fall, and it's Papanikolaou in at the small forward. De Silva, no good.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall. Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. From outside the arc. Outside Fournier. To the paint. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Kept alive. Throws up again. Pass to Vezenkov. Lets it fly. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Vezenkov's got 13.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
There's a good screen. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Home team foul. Number 13. First personal foul. First team foul.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Shot by Papanikolaou, no good. Out left to the wing, Lucic. And the 3 off target. Right wing. Here's Papanikolaou. 6 points for him. Pass to Vezenkov. It's picked off. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Papanikolaou.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. You've got to get a hand in the face.
Outside Fournier. Releases. Tries again. Misses at the rim. Papanikolaou's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Lucic sinks the triple. He's got 8. Pass to Papanikolaou. Here's Vezenkov. There's the screen. Here's the 3. Oh, he misses the dunk. 1:37 left in the third quarter. Lucic. He's guarded by Fournier. Fall with the rebound. Stolen away. The 3. Pass to Edwards. From deep. Hands it from downtown. Edwards got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:03 left in the third quarter of the game. Fournier for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
When you make a 3 on him, Fournier wants a little payback, and he gets it.
Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Papanikolaou. Papanikolaou's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Vezenkov. Good on the triple. Vezenkov's got 11 points here in just the second half.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Edwards. How about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Pass to Vezenkov. 16 seconds left to play here in the third. And here's the fast break. Here's De Silva. Tries to keep it alive. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Up 6. And we're coming right back. Be sure to... Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Evans feeling it out a bit. Fires from deep. Buries it from three-point range.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now running up the court, Evans trying to push it up. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
To take the lead, Peters misses. Fades and shoots. Not gonna go that time. Evans against Booker. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And here's the break. Nails the corner 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Dorsey. They set the pick. Fires the 3. Here's Milutinov. Missed inside. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Drains the three-pointer.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. From deep, Evans. Second chance shot. Booker pulls it in.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
The three, and the three ball is good.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And here's Evans outside. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Out to the wing. Giffey. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Dorsey. For the three. Doesn't go that time.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Evans outside. Second shot opportunity. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Stolen. Now Dorsey. A three ball. Offensive rebound. Evans outside. To the wing on the left. Peters passes to Dorsey. Clock at 4. Goes back up. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul, first team.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
On deep, Evans. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Takes the three. Buries it from outside. Here's Evans.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Now here's Booker. Fires from way outside. Off target with that shot. And so they get the victory here at home. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great...